This is Vio and
Piyoko!
we're back with a beautiful story that we get to tell you now. Are you gonna save? Yeah, you should save.
Okay.
So I was thinking that we should give them fake names to preserve their identities, and I thought that we should call the boy Riku, and we should call the girl Mildred. That's what I'm thinking.
Mildred?
Yes.
Oh, that is so unattractive.
Well, it works, right?
I mean, for this story, she was very unattractive.
I hope you appreciate the thought that went into this.
What was the guy's name?
Riku.
Okay.
Can you see what inspired me? Oh well. And I thought we could just call your boyfriend boyfriend.
Boyfriend.
Yeah, that's his name
Boyfriend,
for this one.
Boyfriend. Perfect. Alright.
Yo, are you sneaking out to see her too? Awesome. She's the coolest, right? I want to be just like her when I grow up. Hey, don't tell my parents I'm here.
Are you doing naughty stuff?
He's smoking.
I think when you go back and edit this, you're gonna hear a lot of stuff that I've said when you were out of the room.
Oh, I forgot about that. All that gives my life validation is explaining the echo flower. No one can know.
Alright. So,
What, haven't you seen a guy with 2 jobs before? Fortunately, 2 jobs means twice as many legally required breaks. I'm going to Grillby's, wanna come?
isn't that back?
Don't worry about it.
Sure.
Well, if you insist, I'll pry myself away from work. Over here, I know a shortcut.
Alright, cool.
Fast shortcut, huh?
Oh man, look, it's all the people who tried to kill me.
Hey, everyone. Hey, Sans. Hi, Sans. Greetings, Sans. Hiya, Sansy. Hey, Sans, weren't you just here for breakfast a few minutes ago? Nah, I haven't had breakfast in at least half an hour. You must be thinking of brunch. Here, get comfy.
Alright, I'm gonna start my story.
Let's watch where you sit down. Just hold on a bit, because after you talk to him, I think there's an area where nothing happens for a while.
Boy. Alright.
Sometimes weirdos put whoopee cushions on the seats. Anyway, let's order. What do you want? Fries or a burger?
I mean, I ate a bunch of cinnamon buns, so I'm just feeling some fries.
Hey, that sounds pretty good. Grillby, we'll have a double order of fries. I've never seen anyone order fries before, so I'm kind of curious. So, what do you think of my brother? Cool? Uncool?
He's pretty cool.
Of course he's cool. You'd be cool too if you wore that outfit every day. He'd only take that thing off if he absolutely had to. He did for your date. Oh well.
Yeah.
At least he washes it, and by that I mean he wears it in the shower. Oh, fries sound good. Here comes the grub. Want some ketchup?
Oh, yeah.
Bon appetit. You tip the ketchup. The cap falls off and all the ketchup in the bottle pours onto your food.
I mean...
Whoops. Forget about it. You can have mine. I'm not hungry anyway.
Aww. You scratched your butt.
At least you didn't touch the fries. Anyway, cool or not, you have to agree Papyrus tries real hard. Like how he keeps trying to be part of the Royal Guard. One day, he went to the house of the head of the Royal Guard and begged her to let him be in it. Of course, she shut the door on him because it was midnight. But the next day, she woke up and saw him still waiting there. Seeing his dedication, she decided to give him warrior training. It's, still a work in progress. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you something.
Yeah, what's up?
Have you ever heard of a talking flower?
No.
You said yes. So you know all about it.
No.
The echo flower.
No.
They're all over the marsh.
No.
Say something to them and they'll repeat it over and over.
I don't.
What about it? Well, Papyrus told me something interesting the other day. Sometimes, when no one else is around, a flower appears and whispers things to him. Flattery, advice, encouragement, predictions. Weird, huh? Someone must be using an echo flower to play a trick on him. Keep an eye out, okay? Thanks.
What a creep.
Spooky. It's
Spoopy.
spoopy.
So spoopy.
Well, that was a good break or something. I can't believe I let you. I can't believe I let you pull me away from work for that long. We were just talking about copyright. Oh, by the way. By the way, I'm flat broke. Can you foot the bill? It's just 10,000 G. Just kidding. Girlby, put it on my tab. By the way, I was gonna say something, but I forgot.
Okay.
Sounds is a lot
See
like
ya.
me.
Change the music.
The jukebox is broken.
Darn it. Alright. See you guys. Okay.
Now we can start.
Okay.
Story start.
So, a while back, meaning a few weeks ago, a friend of mine,
Mildred.
Mildred, I almost said Matilda,
Works too, I guess.
Mildred asked me if I could hook her up with one of my friends. She was going through a lot of heartbreak of these weird guys, and
They're a whole nother story.
yeah, that's a story for another time, and they were just bad dudes in general. So I was all like, I know some pretty nice guys. I'm okay. So I decided that I would hook her up. And
So you talked to Riku.
right. So I talked to Riku, who I work with, and he was all for the idea of going out with somebody. And ooh,
MLG.
them jukes.
And then, so basically you told them that you wanted to hook them up and they were both okay with it and they started texting and they thought each other were cool.
Right. Oh, I like this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they really liked each other, from what I knew. And
Ooh, story. Hi, Undyne. I'm here with my daily report. Regarding that human I called you about earlier? Huh? Did I fight them? Yes, of course I did. I fought them valiantly. What? Did I capture them? Well, no. I tried very hard, Undyne, but in the end, I failed. What? You're gonna take the human soul yourself? But Undyne, you don't have to destroy them, you see. I understand. I'll help you in any way I can.
he's a liar.
Little snizzity snap cakes. Gonna die, son.
Oh no. I'm not gonna die. Yeah, you back off. What I thought. Bye.
Bye, boy.
Bye, beesh.
Anyway. Oh, I forgot.
Hey,
about
buddy.
him. Yo, did you see the way she was staring at you?
That was a girl.
Yeah, everyone looks like that in a suit of armor. That was awesome. I am so jealous. What'd you do to get her attention? Come on, let's go watch her beat up some bad guys.
I like him.
I love him so much. A feeling of dread hangs over you, but you stay determined. Anyway, so
Alright.
they were texting and they liked each other and stuff.
So, he asked her on a date, in which she agreed to. She asked me to accompany her on said date, because she felt uncomfortable
And she
being
thought
alone.
double date would make it easier, so you're like, yeah.
Yeah, so she asked me to go on a double date with my boyfriend.
Your boyfriend. A boyfriend.
My boyfriend.
It reminds me of Harry Potter musical. You're my boyfriend.
Yep.
So you agreed. We both agreed.
Right. We both agreed to go on the date, and so it was a movie and dinner kind of date.
And initially you wanted the dinner first so that everyone could break the ice. And she was like, no, I want to get ready. And so she took forever. And then, so you had to do the dinner afterwards.
Correct. So, we had to do the movie first, which Vio and I both agree is the worst thing to do because you obviously need to break the ice first.
Yeah, because otherwise then you can't really talk during the movie. It feels really awkward and whatever.
Yeah. So, it came time to the movie date thingy majigger, and we all drove together, meaning my boyfriend, me, and Mildred all drove together to the movies, and it's not that far away, but we drove there, and we got there, and they wanted to see Crazy Grandpa, in which my boyfriend and I did not want to see.
For obvious reasons.
Right. So, I was uncomfortable with seeing that movie. We made that clear to her that we didn't want to go see it.
And then, then Riku was like, oh, it's okay if you guys want to see something else.
Shh. No, he hasn't got there yet.
Yeah, but is it really necessary to, like, talk about buying the ticket? 4 in a row makes a path.
What?
Click there. 4 in a row will make it the path up here.
Oh.
Anyway. So, what important things happened while you were buying tickets?
Well, he paid for Mildred,
Mm-hmm.
which is a very important key to this story. 4 in a row.
Yeah. And then she was like, I want to get a slushie. And so he also paid for that for her.
Right. So he paid for that. And then
You're so bad at telling stories and concepts.
I am
right?
so confused. All right. Take over for me. I'm telling a story. So, okay.
Sorry, I just know about something.
Yeah, no, you're fine. He paid for her slushie. And then, keep in mind, while they,
He gave it to her, and she didn't even say anything to him, not a thank you or anything. She just took it
Right.
and walked away.
did not appreciate his generosity for buying the ticket and then buying her a slushie. Keep in mind that they did not talk at all from meeting up with each other for the first time. She did not introduce herself.
She didn't even say hi, right?
Right. She did not say hi. She didn't introduce herself. Even if they've been texting for a little bit, I'd get if they were just nervous. But she didn't even try. So immediately after he buys her the slushie and stuff, she pulls me into the bathroom and says that she's just nervous and
She said she wasn't nervous, I thought.
Oh yeah.
She was like, I'm not nervous at all.
Yeah, she said that she wasn't nervous and she felt weird for not being nervous and she felt like she should be nervous. And ring.
Hello, this is Papyrus. How did I get this number? It was easy. I just dialed every number sequentially until I got yours. Yeah.
Hmm?
So, what are you wearing? I'm asking for a friend. She thought she saw you wearing a bandana. Is that true? Are you wearing a bandana? What will you say? So you aren't wearing a bandana. Got it. You're my friend, so I trust you 100%. Have a nice day.
I feel like I should probably take the bandana off just so I feel good about myself, but, you know.
Well, you can't take it off unless you equip something else.
Oh, no.
A long time ago, monsters would look to the stars and wish with all their might. If you hoped with all your heart, your wish would come true.
Oh my goodness!
Now all we have are these sparkling stones on the ceiling. Why? Who is, like, so excited about texting you today?
Magician. Chill out. He knows we're recording too.
Thousands of people together can't be wrong. The king will prove that. Come on, sis. Make a wish. Oh, yeah.
Oh boy.
Hey, this gives you some time.
Okay. So, she said that she wasn't nervous and felt like she should be nervous.
And you were like, you're not nervous, then why aren't you talking to him? That's stupid.
Right. Like, if you're not nervous, then why aren't you talking? And obviously you can tell that he's a wreck and, like,
he's really
nervous. But he does have a very shy personality. And so it just...
It made sense.
Yeah.
For him.
Yeah, like, I
Dang.
What? I don't understand.
You didn't dodge the white thing.
I didn't understand what was going on.
That's okay.
Okay.
There's always next time, kiddo. So she was saying that, and so you went back out and talking, and he seemed okay with that. I'm helping. Because you get really distracted.
You said boyfriend's name.
It's okay, I have editing powers.
Alright. So, boyfriend and him were talking. And, Alright, play again. I'm telling a story.
Okay.
So, they were talking, getting along, and I was really happy to see that boyfriend was getting him out of his shell, and yeah. So finally we go in to go see the movie. We decided against seeing Crazy Grandpa, and we saw Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies, which I'm very happy about that decision. It's a pretty okay movie, if I do say so myself. We went in there, and we sat in these 4 seats right up top, where nobody else would be able to sit. I never got that. Where nobody else would be able to sit next to us. So, the preview started, and Mildred, I believe that was her name.
Yeah.
Okay. Mildred started to only talk to boyfriend and I. And she would not talk to, what's his name?
Riku.
Riku.
She even, leaned away from him and everything.
Right. She was leaning towards me, like she was trying to cuddle with me. And obviously, I'm on a date with boyfriend, and I have no intentions of cuddling with her. Now, I was trying to shoo her into,
To cuddling
yeah,
with Riku.
right, to cuddle with Riku. She wouldn't, and I tried to get her to at least try to talk to him, but she also wouldn't do that.
So the whole time, she didn't say a single word to him, nor get close to him, or look at him, and just, you said he started, he just kind of reclined
Right,
back,
he just
crossed his arms, and tuned out.
He just, sunk down in his chair and just crossed his arms and just looked like he was having the worst time. And I felt so horrible because it's on me for hooking them up.
Mm-hmm.
This poor guy has to sit through this entire movie thinking that he was coming to a good date with this girl that he's been talking to.
And he liked.
Right, and this girl who, like, had every intention of dating, and she was just not interested. So, the movie starts, and she's still leaning towards me, not talking to him. She's getting all giddy and really into the movie, but talking to us about the movie, even though she could be doing that to him. And so... Oh, I'm playing now. And so...
The movie ends.
Right.
And like that.
No, the last...
Oh, the last
5
minutes.
She begins to lean closer to him.
After you pressured her.
And after she leans closer, I could see him leaning away from her. And I couldn't help but giggle to myself because, like, this poor guy, I would do that.
Yeah, on the worst day ever.
It was horrible.
And so then, like, afterwards, you went to the bathroom with her to, like, be like, what the heck is your problem? And so, in the bathroom, she was like, what was it? Oh yeah, you asked her what was up, and she was like, well, I'm just not attracted to him. And all that stuff. And you were like, she was like, he's totally different than when I texted him and all this. And
she said that he was different over text from in person, even though she hasn't talked to him this entire date to get to know him.
And so she like won't. She just like won't do it. Oh gosh. And so. And she was like, I'm not really attracted to him and all this. And so she was just being horrible the whole date because she wasn't attracted to him, I guess. You should probably read the wall. It says story. Ancient writing covers walls. You can just make out the words.
Alright. So.
The War of Humans and Monsters. This is important to the plot, so if you want to conclude anything.
I will quickly tell the rest of my story, and then we can end this episode and start it off by telling the story. The story.
Oh, okay. I can edit over like Pong or something as the visuals.
Sounds good. So this poor guy has like the worst movie date ever, and we still have an entire dinner date to go to at B-dubs.
And she's established that she has no interest in him.
Right. So, after walking out of the bathroom,
reasons.
We have 2 cars, and there's 4 people. So, I, out of passive aggressiveness, offer for Mildred to ride with Riku.
She wasn't happy
and
about that.
she was very, very livid with me and started fighting with me about it.
Though she did that in private later.
Right.
But anyways, but eventually she has to. And so you guys all drive over to the nearby restaurant.
Which,
and she doesn't make it there.
Keep in mind, B-dubs is a minute away from the movie theater. 1 minute. It is like a turn and you are there. Now, boyfriend and I, we sat in the car for a little bit, talked about how the date went, and then went into B-dubs, reserved a table, and waited for a little bit before we got a phone call from Mildred. She sounded so angry on the phone, and she called boyfriend, by the way, and he picks up and she goes, "Where are you?" And we kind of look at each other really confused. We're like, "We're at B-dubs, like we said we were gonna meet at." And she's like, "Well, where?" And we're like, "Inside, we already reserved a table. We're waiting for you guys." she's like, oh, okay, we're coming. And so, probably about like 2 minutes later, they start walking inside, not talking. And like as soon as they walk inside, Mildred goes straight to boyfriend and starts talking to boyfriend. So they're talking away. I'm sitting there awkwardly. Riku is sitting there awkwardly. And then boyfriend and Mildred start whispering to each other. I don't know what they're whispering about. Riku does not know what they're whispering about. But for all Riku knows, they could be whispering about him. And that's what it seemed like they were whispering about.
And they probably weren't knowing boyfriend.
No, they weren't. They were actually whispering about how a guy next to us looked like the guy from The Gift, if anybody's seen that movie. The stalker from it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what they were whispering about.
Anyways,
which I don't know why they had to whisper it.
Well, they don't want the guy to hear them.
Okay, but they could have whispered it to, like, Riku and I.
True, but I don't know.
Alright, so finally we get our table, and we all sit there. And we sit down, not talking to anybody. And immediately, Mildred starts acting like she's super into sports.
But she's not. She does not like sports.
Now, I know Mildred. She has not watched a sport in her life. Now, she was cheering, like, for this team, like she'd grown up with them.
Because they were playing basketball on the TVs.
They were. I begin talking to boyfriend because it is a date for him and I. So I was trying to make the best of my date. In which I did, and ever so often I would try to talk to Riku to make him feel included, and again, Mildred did not try to make any contact with him. Eventually, the waitress came around and asked us for drinks, and...
Well, we can just shorten it and explain her whole order.
Right. So she asked us all of our orders. So boyfriend and I were on the same check, and we just ordered the fried pickles at B-Dubs as our appetizer.
The water.
And water for us both so that we didn't have to be charged for drinks. And also 2 snack sizes for boneless wings. Now, for Riku and Mildred's order... Riku ordered a water, so he would not be charged for a drink, and a snack-size boneless wing. Mildred, on the other hand, ordered a pop, even though she had a slushie refilled in the car. Keep in mind, it is very cold where we are.
So it would be still good.
Right, so the slushie would still be very cold when she got out. Knowing that, she ordered a pop. She also ordered fried pickles only for herself as her own appetizer. And then she ordered a small boneless wing. Now, if you've never been to B-Dubs, there's like a $2 difference between a snack size and a small. Their total order came to like, what'd I say?
You said for her alone it was like $17.
Right. For her alone, at B-Dubs, she spent 17 something.
And he had to pay for it.
Right, and he paid for her.
Like you could see, you said you could see his face like just fall as she's ordering. And luckily, they shared some of their fried pickles with him, but she did not. Did she eat them all?
She didn't even eat them. She didn't even eat, like, her food. She took about 3 bites of her food and then was like, oh, yeah, I'm full.
Oh my gosh, it's so awful.
I mean, she ate, like, 2 pieces of pizza while she was getting ready.
Still, though, she should have, like...
But... I
took
don't
that into
even know.
consideration. I don't know. It's just so mean to do that to
It
someone.
really bugs me. First of all, it bugs me when somebody eats before they go on dates, knowing that they're going to dinner.
Like,
or
that's something I would
like
have to do because, like, I have issues, you know,
Right.
with my stomach. But, like, I just can't get on. Like, if she had, you know, tried, you know, it'd be, like, one thing. Or, like, if she had, like, tried really hard to, like, be nice to him. But she didn't even try. She was like, oh, I'm not attracted to him, so I'm not even gonna try to talk to him. So it was, like, really awful.
At the end of the night, we were all ready to go. So we're walking out, and boyfriend and I walk ahead, and then I'm trying not to look back because I don't want to see the awkwardness.
But curiosity got the better of you, and you did.
It did. So I looked back, and they both kind of stop in front of B-dubs, and he's like kind of turning towards her, ready to give her a hug, and he's like, okay, well, I'll see ya, and she goes, yeah. He's like, I hope you had at least decent time, and she's like, yeah. And then she just begins walking away, not saying bye, not saying anything, and just keeps walking. And all you hear in the background is just him saying, I hope you have a great night.
So sad, though, because he's, like, a really nice person.
He is. And then we get in the car, and she's ranting about how...
I don't remember.
I don't know, she was ranting about how bad she felt and how she wishes that she felt attracted to him, but she didn't, and how just all this other stuff, and it was ridiculous, and I had to keep my mouth shut. Later, to find out that
Basically, she was into someone else even before she asked for the date.
Right. And then she mentioned the very words
Oh, yeah?
that I can't even...
I'll say it then. Basically, she said that Riku was too sweet. Or something like that. Yeah.
She said, Riku's sweet, but he's a little too sweet.
Like, hearing about this, because, like, I've met her before, and I don't remember, like, what we've said. I don't think we've ever talked that in depth.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, oh my gosh, like, hearing all that, I'm just like, what a bee. Like, I can't, like, even think about her right now. It's, like, it's so frustrating to think of.
It
reflects so badly on her. Like, I can't even...
does.
If I saw her again, I'd be like, in my mind, I'd be like, oh, I don't really want to, like, talk to her. What a gross person.
If I ever made you, like, meet Riku, you'd just be like, hey, buddy, you want a hug?
I'd be like, hey, do you, like, let's play some video games together. I'll wrap this blanket around you or something. Please be happy.
I'm pretty sure he is into video games and stuff.
I'm so glad it's becoming a more common hobby. Because that's the only way I know how to interact with people.
So, that concludes my double date.
It's so awful.
I hated every minute of it, and it made me cringe the entire time.
Because we had to, like, sum up the last stuff. Don't worry, she did try to make him feel more welcome and include him in conversations when she could, so
I did try to make the date the best that I could for him.
With his date completely ignoring him.
Right.
On purpose.
I did text him later that night and tried to make him feel better about
and
himself.
And then he wanted to go, like, on a second, like, one-on-one date with her because he's like, oh, maybe, you know, that would help things and I could do better. And he felt like it was his fault. It was like, oh my gosh.
He called himself an effing loser.
Oh.
And then he said that he should have tried better and should have talked, and he just should have been a better date. And then he said that he tried asking her on a one-on-one date.
And she ignored him.
And she ignored the message. And he asked her if she got the message, and she said that she didn't. So he sent the message again, and she continued to ignore the message.
Oh my gosh. So awful.
So, if you ever want to bug me, do that.
Gosh.
Treat my friends like crap.
Oh my gosh, I don't know how you do it. Like, if you did that to, like, one of my friends, we would have such issues.
I don't even know.
Like, it'd be really out of character for you to do
I
something
still
like
don't
that,
know what
but-
boyfriend thinks about the entire thing.
Oh, you haven't asked.
I don't.
I'd be
I don't like
interested.
to bring it up with him.
See, that's totally not my style. My style is like, oh my gosh, so did you see how that happened and how that happened? What did you think of that? Can you believe that?
Alright.
We'll stop this one and start the next one with paying attention to this game again.
Thank you for tuning in to my double date story. It's been great talking to you guys. My voice is slowly fading.
Suddenly, like, ASMR. Or something.
If you guys want to tune into the next episode, feel free to click it.
I don't know if that's how they do it.
Thank you for joining in. It's been great talking to you guys.
Ethan.
My name is Piyoko.
And I'm Vio.
And I'll see you later. Peace out.
Bye.